Hey guys, so I've seen a lot of videos with this tag, and having watched a few this morning I thought that I would go ahead and do it. You will have to excuse my slightly entertaining jersey that I'm wearing. It's freezing here and I'm wearing one of my partner's sweat zip up things. I'm not calling it a hoodie because there's no hood, but I don't quite know what it is. I'm assuming a sweatshirt or something. Yeah. Anyway, so I thought I'd do the my perfect imperfections tag just because I really like the idea of it and I think it's a really cool idea. So general basis of it, if you haven't seen them, is you have to say 3 things you don't like about yourself and then 3 things that you do. And so the first one for me that I really don't like about myself is my hands. You probably won't be able to see it on camera, but they're what I call baby hands. Like, you can see that my knuckles on my actual hand bits rather than the fingers, they go in. Like, you know when you hold baby's hands and they all dent inwards? Mine do that, and they're really, like, I have short little hands, which is nice because I never have problems finding gloves or anything, and I love vintage gloves, and vintage gloves are always quite small. But it means, like, I'm trying to grow my nails at the moment, and I can't find a nail length or shape that suits them, because I'm so used to not having nails, but also because they're so little, adding nails to them looks really funny. So I really don't like my hands. I mean, it's not sort of a hide them all the time, but I don't like them. I would love long, elegant hands like my mother has, but sadly I got little pudgy ones. I don't even like my dad's. My dad's hands are big, but sort of, you know, more stocky hands. But no, I got baby hands. I don't like them. The second thing I don't like about myself, this is actually really hard, because I've sort of come to terms with all the things I didn't like about myself, and now I don't care. I don't like my mouth, or my smile. Like, the whole thing I don't like. I like the shape of my lips, but I really don't, like, I'll show you. Like, I can smile normally, like, you know, standard sort of, you know, I can do that, but I can't smile with my mouth, like, with my teeth showing, because my mouth doesn't point. Like, everyone else's mouth points, like, you know, this little point, but mine sort of goes, like, it always goes rounded on the ends, and it looks really creepy. Like, creepy, and, like, I'm not smiling, like, I'm sort of, I don't know how to describe it. You can see it, I've just shown you. But I've never, like, I do school pictures and be, you know, smile. Oh, no, you've got to have your teeth showing. It's like, no. No, I'm not. So I would just sit there and refuse. But, yeah, I've never liked it. It's sort of, yeah, I have problems with it. And the final thing would probably be my calves. Like, I don't have a problem with my size, but I have a problem with my calves because they're quite, like, they're not fatty, they're quite muscular naturally. Like, I don't bike, I don't do sports, but they've always been quite stocky on their own. And so it's impossible for me to find boots because I'm only a size, I think I'm a US 8, like a 7.5, 8. And I have really little feet, but they're a little bit wide. But I have little feet and little ankles and then really wide calves. So boots, to get them to fit on my calf, they have to be really baggy down the rest of my foot. And so I just avoid boots like the plague. I love them and I'd love to wear them, but I can't. So, yeah, so that's the 3 things I don't like. And now the 3 things I do like. I love my skin. Even, like, the skin on my face, you can probably see it's a bit dry. It's winter here and my skin dies when it's winter. Like, my face skin just goes there. Like, I avoided putting makeup on this to do this video. I was like, okay, tiny bit of, like, setting powder, because I went out last night and I was really tired. So tiny bit of, like, concealer on my eyes, and I've been playing with new eyeshadows, so I've got shiny eye makeup. Because, oh yeah, I watched RoboCop in class yesterday, hence the metallic silver eyes. I was sort of a bit robot excited. So I've done that. But yeah, I was out last night, so, like, bit of concealer and then some setting powder, and that was it. But yeah, but I love my skin. It's, like, really pale, like, it's really traditional sort of ivory, you know, porcelain fair skin. I just love it to pieces. Like, I don't think, I've never tanned. I don't tan. I sunburn instantaneously in the sun. So I sort of bathe in sunscreen before I go out of the summer. But I've never wanted to be darker. I've always, I think it's because I've done classics for so many years, and I loved classics when I was younger. Sort of traditional, you know, view of a Greek or Roman woman is very pale because she's never had to work outside. And I've always liked pale skin, so I love my skin. No matter how dry and revolting it gets, it's still, because usually it's nice and soft. Like, my skin on my body is always soft, but my face sort of goes dry, because it's always out in the elements, I think. But yeah, I love my skin. Oh, second one and third one sort of relate to each other, but that happens. No, I'll do a different one for the third one. Silly, I shouldn't do the same thing for 2 of them. So second one is my body size and shape, particularly my boobs. I don't see what the problem is with people and thinking that people who are plus sized have to be fat and have to hate it. Like I went shopping yesterday and I went looking for jeans. And I love skinny jeans because, as I say, I've got really tiny ankles, so skinny jeans look great on me if I can find ones that fit. I'm at this point thinking of ordering some off Torrid and waiting and having them shipped here just because finding them here is getting ridiculous. But I had heaps of staff members say, oh, well, it's because you're a bigger size, you know, that's why they don't fit. And I'm like, no, because your sizing is silly. Like, the 18s were only like this wide across. And I'm like, that's not an 18, that's like a 14 to 16, this isn't actually an 18. Finally got one staff member in I think it was Kmart, and she said, yeah, they're all cut really small this year, I can't wear them, and she was about the same size as me, she's like, yeah, no, it's so stupid. But I love my size, I'm just like, and my partner loves it, which is a good bonus too. He's, previously, the girls who went out with before me, one of them was really anorexic, and while she was, you know, tall and skinny and sort of, you know, gorgeous, she could have been a model so easily, she's so pretty, but because she hated her body, he couldn't stand it. And then another one was, one of the other girls he got was more my shape, but again, she couldn't stand the way she looked, she just didn't like it. And he likes the fact that I like myself. He says it's so much sexier when I know that I'm sexy, so, but yeah, I love my size and I love my boobs. I'd never want to get any smaller than I am. I'd never want to change shape. I'm so happy this way. It really confuses all my friends, because they're like, oh, but you know, oh, you don't fit clothes, it's hard to find, you know, things to fit. And I'm like, I don't care. I'd rather be happy than have clothes that fit me but be unhappy. So, and final thing I really like about myself is, yeah, I think my eyes. Everyone in my family has this colour eye, so it's really funny, it's not surprising in our family. Like, you know, my grandparents don't comment on my eyes, and my uncles and aunts don't, because practically everyone has this colour eyes. Particularly my mum and dad have the same colour, my sister has the same colour, my grandma does, my aunt does, no, my aunt's got brown eyes, my aunt doesn't, but like, my aunt's 2 children, bright blue eyes, her husband, bright blue eyes, he's not even related to me, but he has the same colour eyes, so everyone has these eyes, and so it's not funny, but every time I go out, everyone is just like, wow, your eyes are so bright, wow, you know, I'm constantly asked if I'm wearing contacts, like, it's like, oh, they're contacts? When my partner and I first started going out, he used to do a haikus website, of all things, and he wrote a haiku about my eyes, because since we're both science fiction nerds, he thought they looked like stargates. And if you've seen Stargates, go Google Stargate, just look for images of Stargate, and it's that, when it's open and going and the wormholes going through it, it's that sort of bluey, sheeny, looks like water but not, and he was adamant that's what my eyes looked like, so, yeah, so I've always liked my eyes. Is that 3? I can't count. I didn't do maths. Well, I did do maths. I was very bad at it. Yeah, I think that's all. Okay, well, yeah, so that's the My Perfect Imperfections tag. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I really recommend anyone do this tag. If you see this video, do this tag. If you see someone else's video of this tag, do this tag. It's just, it's a great tag to do, because it takes, like, I had to sit there and think for like 20 minutes about things I didn't like about myself, which impressed me, and things that I did like that I thought were important enough to say. Because for me, since so much of what I like about myself wasn't, to me, sort of important, I didn't think it was worthy of saying, of all things. It was really strange. But yeah, so that's the My Perfect Imperfections tag. I think I've said that. But yeah, if you see this, do this tag. And if you do it, please do respond down below and send a video response. I'd love to see everyone's. I love watching these videos. So that's all for now. I'll see you guys later.